All right, fight fans, it's your man 3K the Boss. So, we have Anthony Joshua, and he is stating that he has no problem with fighting Oleksandyr Usyk next. You know, Joshua and Usyk are promoted by Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Sports, and they continue to go into it on that article there. So that's how we gonna kick it off today. It's two hands. Let go. What's up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. You know what it is, man. Coming here today to talk to y'all about a little boxing news, man. And this one I actually like, and I'm pretty excited to bring this to you. And this is something that I've touched on in the past, like maybe twice, maybe three times. Who knows? But I touched on it, so let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Anthony Joshua stated that he would be more than willing to fight Oleksandyr Usyk next. Now, if you guys don't know who Oleksandyr Usyk is, man, he was the big dog in the cruiserweight division that did all of the heavy mopping, and he wiped out the division, and he captured all of the belts, and he became undisputed. And you know what I'm saying? He reigned supreme at that weight. And he's going on. He has a match coming up against Carlos Takam, which would make him the mandatory if he wins that match against Carlos for Anthony Joshua next. Now, Anthony Joshua stated that he will be going after Tyson Fury and he will be going after Deontay Wilder first. I mean, as you guys should expect, he's trying to give us the biggest fight. So commend him and bear with him here. But still, if that is a number three, oh my fucking God, man. Look forward to that matchup, because one thing about Oleksandyr Usyk, man, he's very technical. He's a slippery puncher. He knows how to move very well in the ring. He has power in both of his families. He's not afraid to exchange with you. And, he's got plenty of victim up underneath his belt. So, Anthony Joshua, you know what I'm saying, is geared up to give us way more of an exciting heavyweight run, regardless of whether Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury is in it or not, because we could get Oleksandyr Usyk and we could get Kubrat Pulev. So that right there is just more than enough for me, man. And I mean, we already got Andy Ruiz coming up, and a lot of people are sleeping on that, and I believe that is not one to sleep on. I can't wait to see the fight, and I can't wait to see what Anthony Joshua got brewing, you know what I'm saying, in the future. So if Oleksandyr Usyk is coming up, that is a super fight. Now, the only thing that I have to question in that is the timing of it. Oleksandyr Usyk will only have one match at heavyweight. He's a very big shoulder guy. He can handle the weight, but we don't know how his chin will hold up in heavyweight and how he could take a punch. That's what we're going to see with Carlos Takam, and that's a very good first guy to take, to take on, to show exactly where is he at, if he wins in spectacular fashion or not. So we can gauge a lot of things with Oleksandyr Usyk from this fight. But I don't know, man. I'm super excited, man. I can't wait to see this fight. If it happens, if it's sanctioned, if it's a mandatory, if he's WBO, if he wins in spectacular fashion, would I want Anthony Joshua to take that match? Yes, but only under those circumstances, because I don't want him taking a Usyk that isn't ready to exactly necessarily transition into the heavyweight division and be as effective as he was when he was at cruiserweight. You know what I mean? That's the same guy who beat Tony Bellew, and I mean starched his ass. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you are going to get a hell of a fucking match, man. This is a true super fight. This will bring out fans of all demographics. Any boxing fans, if you are not a casual, you know what I'm saying, this is one that'll definitely get your blood pumping and, you know what I'm saying, your motor going, because Anthony Joshua is continuously showing that he will fight the biggest and best that is out there. So that is one to be on the lookout for. I can't wait to see it. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, we are going to see it, because for real, I think Oleksandyr, that's a 50-50 fight, and that's a fight I think would seriously be the most scariest fight of Anthony Joshua's career, because this is a kid that I truly can say that really can outbox Anthony Joshua. Now, I know Anthony Joshua fans are going to, you know what I'm saying, not like the fact that, you know what I'm saying, Two Hands said that, but let's be truthful here. This kid can box. And if you would have to measure up their boxing against one another, I can truly say that, there's nothing subpar about Oleksandyr Usyk's game when it comes to Anthony Joshua other than the power. That is the only thing that isn't 50-50 on the board. Everything else is 50-50 on the board, and I can, you know what I'm saying, even make an argument that Oleksandyr Usyk has better movement. Now, y'all might try to say, hey, well, he's a cruiserweight, so he can move around a little bit more. No, Anthony Joshua does have a tendency to be a little bit robotic, but Oleksandyr Usyk has a tendency to like to rock back and forth, keep his hands close, and he stays on the tips of his feet and he moves around the ring. But Anthony Joshua does have the ability to move, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've seen this kid dance, pause. So that just lets me know right there that he can move and get all of the necessary things done that needs to get done in the ring. But that is a fucking banger of a match. Now, you know what I'm saying, if you're an Anthony Joshua fan, you can't tell me that it doesn't sit in your gut a little bit. That is something that you should be worried about, because Oleksandyr Usyk could take his belts and he could do it within one match, when Anthony Joshua had to put in a lot of work to get those. But if you look at the fire in the champion's eyes, that you could tell that Anthony Joshua isn't going to relinquish those belts anytime soon. I'm not saying who's going to win this match. Like I said, it is 50-50, and I am not going to be the one to make that call, give you that prediction. No, I'm not a psychic. No, I do not know how to see the future. You know what I'm saying? I might be a little bit of Braun from, Game of Thrones. I might be able to warg a little and be able to tell you what's coming, and can also tell you from past glories of fighters what could potentially happen if they step in the ring with other individuals. But give you the secret sauce on who I think is going to win. Are you going to be able to get a bet off me? Absolutely not. But you're going to be able to enjoy the conversation and the real shit I kick to you when we talk this boxing shit. And right now we talking about Oleksandyr Usyk, and we are talking about Anthony Joshua. And man, that's some exciting shit. And two hands can't wait for it. And you already know that I'm not going to drag this shit out. I'm trying to cut these videos a little shorter and give y'all a little bit more content. I told y'all I would be taking this a lot more serious. So as you can see, I've been bringing you a lot more content from the private life of my own home. So if you are tuning in, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and subscribe and like that shit, because this is the realest boxing channel on YouTube. No disrespect to all my other homies that's out there that's unbiased, that get it in and keep it official. But over here, like I always say, man, we all might have to talk about the same topics and we might have to kick the same shit, but don't nobody kick that boxing shit how I kick that boxing shit, man. You already know, flow is always on 1000 with 3K to keep it all the way funky with you, like a 12, it's like a size 12 sneaker, my nigga. I'm keeping it all the way funky with you. Yeah, man, so like we always say when we close out this joint, man, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Oleksandyr Usyk, Anthony Joshua, could that be happening in the fall of 2019 or the winter? Could this be like considered, you know what I'm saying, our version of the Cold War? Whew, like I'm feeling a little chilly, but you already know that's some ill ass shit, and I can't wait for it if it's going to happen. Let's talk about it, and we're going to continue to keep talking about it. This is the Two Hands Up Show, and you already know what it is. Respect, though.